Alright, this is Fakafon, and today we're going to talk about Diddy Kong Racing for the Nintendo 64. So the game came out in 1997, a little under a year after Mario Kart 64, and Diddy Kong belongs to that kind of mascot that just says, you know what, fuck pants. This game is not about pants, it's about racing. I don't give a shit. Like, these guys are rocking it Bubsy style, like fucking Donald Duck style. Well, except this guy, he doesn't get it. You know, it's actually cool that even the girls in the game don't wear pants, and even Dixie Kong at the time didn't wear pants. They're like, it doesn't matter if they're boys or girls, we're not giving them pants. In any other type of game, like, the girls always wear the pants. Why the fuck do the girls wear the pants? Like, the boys don't, and they have, like, everything hanging out, you know what I mean? Okay, Diddy Kong Racing. So yeah, before Diddy Kong started humping faces in Super Smash and conquer, uh, basically everything, they were cute and charming animals racing with their friends. You could play any of these memorable characters such as... Alright, I don't remember any one of these guys' name. There was Tipsy, Diddy Kong obviously, Conker, Banjo, and that's about it. I'm gonna guess the crocodile's name is like Skrunk or something. Actually, you know what, let me look it up. Okay, his name is actually Crunch, which is actually not too far. Oh shit, Pipsy is actually the mouse, it's not the turtle. I swear to god I didn't plan this. Okay, bottom line, nobody in this cast is memorable, but is that a problem? Well, it's a small issue, I guess, but it's not the end of the world. Now, one of the features of the game is you actually get to travel around in the hub world before entering the races. It's a little like Gruntilda's lair in Banjo-Kazooie, except it doesn't suck ass, and you don't need fucking teleporters to go from one level to the next, and it's just... Okay, you know what, I'm getting off track again. Now, the main feature of this game is that you're not just kart racing, you also have airplanes and hovercrafts. So when you're in the hub world, to change between the vehicles, you just need to ram this elephant's ass, and then he's like, hey, welcome, you want to change the vehicle? It's like talking to a poo. Alakazam, bitch! Now, personally, my favorite is the kart. And I don't really like the hovercraft, but it's just because it's a little harder to control. It's not a big deal. Now, the main goal of the game is to collect some balloons so you can unlock other races. And of course, to get the balloons, you need to win the races. Or not! One of the cool things about this game is you don't actually need to win races to get the balloons. Sometimes they're just hanging out in the hub world, or sometimes they're actually in the race but just not on the track. If you start exploring around and getting off track, you will actually find some balloons just hanging out. It's pretty cool. Now there's a few worlds you can explore, like you get the classic snow world, volcano world, you know, all that crap. And at the end of these worlds, there's a boss race. Like I think the first boss is a Triceratops, and one of the bosses is a walrus. Because they are well renowned for their speed. Alright, so you're racing, but is there any power-ups in this game? Of course there are! It's kind of like Mario Kart where you get like boosts, you get some weapons, and the way it works in this game is that you don't just pick up the item and you can use it. You can actually accumulate that same item until it gets bigger and bigger and you can use it like a very powerful version of it. Now here's the confusing part. The items are balloons. So if you don't remember what color balloon you took, well, you might replace your big item with a smaller item. But you know, what are the odds of that? It's pretty easy to remember which color you picked. So at the end of the game, you fight the final boss, Whizpig. And everybody remembers Whizpig. He's the guy who's Diddy Kong Racing. He's an asshole. And he's the kind of asshole that starts before you. It's like 3, 2, 1, and then at like 3 he's already gone. You're like, what the fuck is he doing? Why can't I do that? I want to cheat too, piece of shit. Wait, actually, you know what? In fact, I think every boss in the game does that. If I remember correctly, every fucking boss you fight is like, oh, 3, 2. Yeah, see ya, you dumb bastard. That's not fair. If I'm gonna fight a boss in a video game where I'm racing, I want a boss to act like a fucking normal guy. I want him to act honorable. I don't want him to act like a fucking jackass. What the fuck is this? You know, bosses should be setting the example for the other players. They shouldn't be like, oh, you're a lowly peasant. I'm gonna start first. Your rules mean nothing to me. Fuck you! You know, I make it sound easy, but man, it's actually really hard to get the Whizpig. If I remember correctly, you need like, I think it's like every trophy you can get, every balloon you can get. It's ridiculous the requirements you need. Personally, I never got to Whizpig without cheating. One last thing, there is something in this game that's actually pretty cool. Unlockable characters. Now, there's 2 unlockable characters, and they're not easy to get. I think one of them is simply you need to have finished all the races, and you get this guy, he's like some kind of cockatoo or something. Or a rooster? Oh, it's a rooster. Never mind, it's not a cockatoo. What the fuck am I saying? But again, it's not that easy because you don't just unlock him. No, you need to find a frog somewhere in the hub world that has like a little bird on its head. And if you squish him, then you unlock the character because that makes sense and it's not violent at all. The other character is TT. Nobody likes TT. You know how much nobody likes TT? If you look for TT on the internet, you will not find a single illicit picture. You know how fucking rare that is nowadays? And don't give me that shit that says, oh, it's because he's a stopwatch. Have you seen what they've done to the Nintendo Switch controller, man? Jesus. Anyway, despite all my rage, TT is by far the best racer. See, every character has different stats, like some are faster, some turn better, whatever, and TT is just maxed out. He's the fastest, he has the best control, he has the best acceleration or whatever. He is incredible. He actually makes defeating the bosses a lot easier, like way easier. So yeah, that's Diddy Kong Racing. Now, as you can probably tell, I do have a few grudges against the game, but honestly, I would still recommend you play this game. It's fun, there's multiplayers, the races are fun, the music tracks are pretty good too. The best song by far is the lobby theme, it's just fucking exquisite. So I guess the last thing I'll say is, what the hell happened to Conquer, man? So, anyone got the joke? He's the star player of the Xanarkin Apes. Oh, fuck you!